Like we always do about this time.
Perfect.
Wake up early the next morning.
Morning everybody, it's a Monday, it's 7:10, currently on my way to work. What a weird weekend. So, a bit of an odd one, which is why you haven't seen me in a few days. We did have loads of work in at the weekend, but in all honesty, because of Friday's issues, I didn't really feel like picking up the camera and talking, because I was just kind of a bit annoyed, a bit bummed, a bit fed up. Basically, on Friday, I had a job in. I'm not going to go too much into detail yet, but I had a job in with a certain kind of person who, shall we say, this kind of person gets a lot of bad press, and they all are tarred with the same brush. But as best as damn it, I'm not perfect. I don't claim to be, but as best as damn it, I try and treat people equally. When they walk in through the front door, they're there for a reason. And it's kind of, or should be, a kind of mutual respect that I don't take the mick, they don't take the mick. That's how it goes. But in my old shop, when I worked with Rob and a few other people, we had a sort of similar incident where a guy's windows were tinted in, not from my company, it was a different company, we shared space in a unit. But the guy had a car tinted, took the keys off the guy who was tinting the windows when the job was done, basically jumped in the vehicle without paying. I ended up moving the window tinter out of the way because the guy who jumped in the car was insistent on trying to run him over. For the grand sum of 280 quid to tint his windows, he was prepared to run him over. So this is the kind of situation that we're in. Now, Friday I had a job to fit front and back beacons, flashers on the roof, and the job was done despite the customer turning up 45 minutes late. I still did the job. I didn't want to, but I still did the job. Obviously relays, switches, a lot of cable, and a whole day of my work, basically for the guy to come and pick his keys up, take them off the side, say to me that I'm going to get a bank transfer, take the vehicle, and obviously I've not heard a peep. Now, that kind of put an end to my weekend, shall I say. I tend to stew on things and kind of think things out, you know, it plays on my mind. And I really wasn't in a happy space, shall we say, to film or talk about it. Neil will probably agree to that Saturday I was not a happy guy. Now, legally, I've got details of him, and obviously I've sent over an invoice. We don't do credit. I'm a small business. I don't do credit. I don't do take your stuff and buy, put and pay later. Now, it's happened twice. A local air conditioning company for the T6, Mr. Fruin, Tony, more than happy because I knew his son. He took the car and then did a bank transfer afterwards. Money went in, he's happy, he's been back twice, everything's good. Another company, a hydraulic company over here, the guys in the next estate, we chatted for a bit, did some work on his vehicles, gave him all the details and the pricing and the invoice. He paid me bank transfer. no waiting around, it was just done. So with that in mind, you kind of expect that business to business, legally, he's been sent an invoice, he has 30 days to pay it. Now, because of obviously the conversations we had, it seems kind of odd for somebody to turn up for a job that they have no way of paying, say that you're going to get a bank transfer that night, no money. We'll see. I could be proved wrong, but if somebody says they're going to pay me that evening and they don't, I'm kind of looking at it as in, I ain't seeing that money. So it kind of leaves me in two spaces really. I'm cross with myself for letting it happen, but as a business, you know, it's not like the wild west. You've got to kind of do things by the book, and sometimes businesses don't carry credit cards and things like that, so I kind of get that as such, but it doesn't stop me being pissed off by it. So we'll see. 30 days, we'll see where the business is, we'll see where the payments are, and we'll see what happens from there as to whether it, you know, it can get added to the, you know, the list in court and bailiffs get brought in. But then unfortunately that brings a whole different side of problems, which again, being a small business and a family man, I don't really want to my door, if I'm honest. You know, it's just kind of annoying. People should just be decent enough to pay up, have the work done, be done with it. So this weekend was a bit of an odd one. I didn't really want to film because I wasn't in the right space, the right mind frame, and I'm probably still not now. I'm still kind of annoyed by the whole thing. But that said, we did do a lot of work. Neil did work hard. We did get the transit done with the Alpine Halo, and it did look really nice. But other than that, we'll try and start afresh today, and I'll try and pick myself up, because it's difficult too when you're kind of cross and angry at the same time. But I don't want to be that guy that kind of bans this certain type of person from doing any work for, because at the end of the day, you know, there's always a bad one in the bunch. Unfortunately, I just seem to have met two of the same kind who are potentially the same. But what do you do? It's a difficult one. I kind of want to be the person that says yes to everyone and helps everyone out, but at the same time, if I'm going to get treated like an arsehole, then why should I? You know, I'm not here for free. The building doesn't pay for itself. I still have bills, I've still got mortgage, still got food to buy, clothes to buy, but it's disappointing that people are like that. So we'll see how it goes. Yeah, he's got 30 days to pay, otherwise we'll see what happens. But yeah, so sorry I've missed you, but we'll try and do something today. In a bit.
Now I got to cut you.
There we go. So that's just figured out everything that we need to do with the kicker key. And obviously, as you can hear, it sounds pretty awesome. So what we just basically did was we played pink noise through the system off a CD. And by doing its little beeps and bongs and tests, it figures out things like the time alignment, what the speakers can and can't do. Gives you like a amplified source of good quality sound, and then at the end, when it gives you the happy note, you then adjust the gain on the amplifier as you saw me do, and when it lights up yellow, that's too much, and so you back it off. So you make it go yellow to find your limit, and then you turn it down a little bit. So this thing is now set up. We've got the key in, the speakers are in, the wiring is done. I literally now, obviously you saw me make my dash panel. This is going to get covered over the crossovers and stereo amplifier area, and we'll get that fitted. So we do Den's face reaction in a Lotus. Lotus for the first time?
Yeah.
Okay.
Never been in one of these.
Never been in one? No?
Never.
What's the fastest thing you've been in?
Probably my friend's Lambo Spider.
Oh, okay. What was that, a Murcielago or a Hurricane?
I think it was a Hurricane, yeah.
Audi's on a mission to have an accident. I like his registration plate. Yarp. You seen Fuzz? The police film, Hot Fuzz. Sean Penn?
Years ago.
Yeah. Yarr.
Years ago.
He's quick, but watch this.
Everyone's just out.
Is it home time or something?
What time is it? It's about 4, isn't it?
Yeah.
School runs and.
I suppose they're on their little merry way. It's the power. Full beans.
Crazy, mate. Wow.
And the world just went.
Wow, this is going to be a funny video. Just tell.
With your eyes like this.
Yeah, literally. Mate.
Yeah, when you give it that was full pedal. That was only third.
Fucking hell. Just third.
Yeah.
Bloody hell, bro.